Hello Mita, thanks again for allowing me some time. I really needed to move this machine from the second warehouse and all the way was blocked and I wasn't able. I'm so sorry for the delay. So here I plugged the machine. It's currently on and it's ready. So here we need to go to technical menu of this machine, and I have already sent you the information how to go there. Just in case if you don't remember it, all you need just to press the button here on upper left corner, press and hold it, and after 5 or 6 seconds, once you release your finger, you will see the password. Enter the from 3 to 8. You'll go to menu, and in the menu the system status will be appear first, and from the drop down menu you need to go to maintenance. You can disregard this message if you saw it, see it. Okay, here we will go to manual activation mode. And the idea here is we can individually test each component inside the machine. For example, issue in your machine is related with the coffee system, which is the grinder is not able to work. So we will go to coffee system, and here, for example, these first M codes belongs to the mixer inside the hoppers. This is the grinder, G1. So I'll press this and I can test this grinder right now without brewing any coffee. Okay, so we will test this grinder from here, but before that, let me quickly explain you idea why we are doing this. So in your machine, grinder doesn't work. It can be due to faulty motor of the grinder, or it can be due to the control board of the machine. And there is another possibility that the cable connection between the control board and the grinder might have some damage or some tear on it, and it can cause this signal error. I'll explain all these 3 details. First, we will start from the grinder's motor. So we will test it with a multimeter. I have already sent you the link for this multimeter. If you don't have this exact one, that's okay. Any multimeter that shows the voltage is fine. So we will test the amount of voltage that motor takes while grinder is working. So that's why we need to activate it, the grinder manually from here, and then we can see how much voltage does it draw from the socket. So if it take 120 volt from the socket but it still doesn't work, it means the motor needs to be replaced. That and I'll show you. It's inside the machine, the back there. I'll show you. Again, if it shows 120 and grinder doesn't work, yeah, it means we need to replace the motor. But if you don't see 120 volt here, it means control board is not able to send the signal. In that case, we will replace the control board. And the third possibility, again, is a cable connection between them, and I'll explain this in the end of this video. So first, let's start from the troubleshooting the motor. So first, go to this menu, and the second, you need to remove the back panel of the machine. So I have already removed the panel. I'm sorry, I didn't include that part. So let me quickly explain you. So there are 6 Phillips screw on the sides section, 3 here and 3 here, and you will see 1 more here. So all you need just to take this out completely, and you can open them partially, okay? And then you can slide and take the back panel out. So again, if you cannot do it by sliding, you can take them out completely, that's fine, but just don't lose them. So once you take the panel out, you will have access to internal. And this is the motor of the grinder, and this is the capacitor that regulates the voltage inside the motor. Before we start, please make sure that you don't touch any single component with your bare hand. And once you take the panel out and this menu is there, it means we can start the testing. So we will test the voltage reading in the motor. So that this cable goes and feeds the motor. You can see it there. It goes and connects under the motor. And here you can see the 3 cable connection. This is the green and yellow one is a grounding, blue neutral, and the black one is a hotline. So you will need to put the terminal of this multimeter, one here, the grounding, and second one to the hotline, the multimeter, and again, the connections should be like this. The red one should be here and the black one should be in around the COM. And if you set the multimeter to the voltage reading, yeah, once you press the button, it will show the amount of voltage that motor tries to draw from this socket. Okay. All right. So what I'll do, I'll press this button. Okay. Sorry for the pause. Okay, I'll press this. And as you can see, the numbers fluctuate between 120 and negative 120 because this is altering current, AC. It's not direct current, so it fluctuates up to positive 120 and negative 120, okay? So I'll press this one more time. It goes up and goes down. So you need to see somewhere like it fluctuates between 120 and will go back negative 120 and will move between them. When you press it first time, it goes up around 500 volt, but this is normal because this is the motor tries to start and it throws more electricity. So for example, as you can see, it drove around 700 first, but then it stabilized around 120, negative and positive. Okay, again, you press the button. If you see the number here, you don't hear any sound from the grinder, it means the motor is faulty. Control board is able to send the signal to the motor with 120 volt, but it's not able to rotate. So in that case, we change the motor. Or let's say you press the button, you don't hear any sound and you don't see any number here. In that case, the 90% issues related with the control board of the machine, and in this case we will provide you the replacement control board. And lastly, the connection between them, it might be faulty. This is third possibility, that neither control board or the motor is faulty, but the connection between them has some damage. In such cases, yeah, we can also change the cable connection between them. But to be very honest, it's not easy to detect that. It's not easy troubleshooting to detect the problem on the cable. So in this part, I kindly ask you just do visual inspection. Do not touch any single component inside the machine, especially while it's on, powered. And yeah, what can you check is you can put a flashlight around the cables to maybe you can see some black discoloration around the cables. I don't think there is any disconnected cable here, but just in case you can check. You can push them against like this, but please make sure that you don't touch any open terminals like something like this. This is the relay, or these areas has the terminal and of the heating element. You don't need to touch the anyway. Just in case, I'm letting you know. Do not touch any single component here. This is one of the most dangerous place in the machine. This area isolated, but still there are some open sections here. You can see these terminals are open. Do not touch them. This is safe to touch this the plastic connection, but do not take them out or to put them back while machine is on. Just you can simply check it. Just press them toward each other to make sure they are in the place. And if you observe any discoloration, maybe you can see it here, or maybe you can detect any broken cable. Yeah, it will be great if you can just detect them. But if you can't, again, the main possibility will be either the motor or the control board of the machine. So please perform these steps in your machine and let me know about the result. And yeah, we can proceed from there. Whatever the issue is, I'll reach out to Keurig to get the replacement parts. Thank you.